Greetings, kin folks. Welcome back. And for those who are new, I welcome you too. So, I am not going to prolong this. Let's jump right into it, okay? Okay, so before we actually begin, why don't you just go down and show me that you like the content by clicking on like or thumbs up this video. Also, please share my content if you think my content is valuable for someone to hear. Okay? Share it on your social media. I welcome it. Also, leave some questions and comments down below and let me know what you think about the content that I am bringing to you, and give me some ideas on how you think I can upgrade as far as, or I don't want to say upgrade because right now, all right, okay, because the pocket, you know what I'm talking about. But anyway, leave me some questions and comments on what you think about the content. Also, if you have not subscribed, subscribe right now. Subscribe right now. You watching it? Subscribe. Click subscribe. You don't know what subscribe is? Let me tell you how to spell it. SUBSCRIBE. It's the red button and the words are written in white. Okay, I'll wait. I'll wait till you do it. I got all day. No, I don't. But subscribe. You watching it? What is it gonna take to your mouse or your finger if you got them touch screen? Subscribe, people. Am I begging? No, I'm not begging. But if you're watching it, and some of you are probably the same people that keep coming back, subscribe. So subscribe. And if you want to receive notifications for when I upload these videos, hit the notification bell, or what they call the post notification bell, so you will be notified when I upload my video. So now let's get into it. All right, ain't nothing to it but to get to it. Okay, so I forget this chair rocks. So these are my notes. Got my notes with me. I always keep my notes, you know what I'm saying? So that I can stay on point when I'm talking about. So what I want to talk about today is not judging other people's achievements. You know, when I bring up topics, it's based upon research and encounters or observations that I have had, and makes me want to talk about it. This is what I mean when y'all leave comments or questions, so y'all can give me topics and stuff to talk about, and we can discuss it together, okay? Because I can't go live without a certain amount of subscribers. I can't do that, you know? But if you go ahead and then, you know, I can do my research, you know what I'm saying? I can also see how much I can relate to the topic, you know? That's why I leave my my contact information at the end of the video. I know I keep messing with this strap, but this is how the thing is made. And if you've seen a bra strap before, if you've seen one, you've seen them all, okay? So don't act like no, because this is adult content. You know, even though I don't do a whole lot in here, I still just keep it restricted to adults, because sometimes I just find that most of the time adults can relate to this and understand what I'm talking about. Children be like, okay, she boring, click. But for those who like their minds challenged. Okay, so let me get back to what I'm talking about. So this is why I asked y'all to leave questions and comments so we can talk about subjects Okay, so this was a subject matter that came up. I'm not posting their video on here because I didn't see the whole thing. I couldn't find the whole conversation. But what I do want to say, you got women and men out there judging people based on their lives or comparing it to what they have done in their life. There was this one situation where this man was telling this woman she hasn't achieved anything or she's not successful because she felt like she was successful because career-wise, she's achieved what she wanted to achieve. And he asked her about her personal life, and she said she's a single mom because she's divorced. And he said, you're not successful. Based on whose standard? Your standards? People, we got to wake up and realize my standards is different from yours. And also, too, you got to take in consideration how a person is raised. We're already judging. That's my youngest daughter told me, don't judge a person if you really don't know what they've been through. You haven't walked their walk. Seriously, we got to really pay attention. Pay attention. If you don't understand what I'm saying, if someone is sitting right next to you that get it, please explain it to them, what I'm trying to say. We need to stop, because I put it in my older videos. We got to stop comparing our lives and basing our lives. We got to stop comparing our lives to another and stop basing our lives as making our lives the standard of living to be able to judge what somebody else is doing in their life. We really, 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 truly got to do that. I'm on that path. I do try to remind myself when I see another person, I have to really catch myself before I judge them. Because I have no right to judge them. Judge not, for ye shall be judged. Am I quoting the Bible? Sometimes stuff like that need to be quoted because, I'm no Christian. I'm not religious. But, I'm not trying to tell you how to live your life, but I'm basing it on helping you to understand and overstand. You have your life. I have my life. How am I going to sit here and say a woman isn't successful because she's a single mom? What is your definition of achievement or success? Because one person's accomplishments is not another. So if she feels like she is successful or she has accomplished a lot, stop making another person feel bad. And based on, if you really wake up and realize so much is being exposed, the country that I live in, America, so much about this country is being exposed, and we're finding out how dysfunctional it is, especially the government, so very dysfunctional. And everyone has dysfunction in their life. Don't act like you don't. Because if you're sitting up there thinking you are the pinnacle of achievement and accomplishments, and everybody should be like you, you're dysfunctional. Did I just point the finger? You're dysfunctional. I'm pointing the fingers. Please. This is just a witness, okay? This is not even a finger, it's a thumb. Okay, so I'm pointing the fingers. So if there's dysfunction in our country and people have been put into positions that you cannot sometimes bypass and overlook, then please, come on now, where we get this high value woman and man scenario. What's a high value woman and man? Is it based because of what someone has in their pocket? Just because you got money in your pocket may not make you a high value man or woman. How you carry yourself, what you think of yourself, no matter how another think of you. You carry yourself with high value because you're not the type of person to devalue yourself. That's what a high value woman and man is. But if your definition is again, see, there I go. It really depends on what another person consider themselves. Because if you think just because you make $300,000 a year and you go and date somebody who's making the same, doesn't mean that relationship is going to end up everlasting great relationship. And how can we defame or degrade a woman because she's raising her child single, but she's doing what she needs to do and she feels like she have accomplished a lot in her life as a single mom? It's not always the woman or man's fault because they're single or they're a single parent, because and there are single men who are parents. I know y'all probably looking at me like, Anita, leave that bra strap alone. Okay, okay. She done put that dang shirt on, huh? That's the way they made the shirt. If anything, if you feel like you're of high value, if you're a high value woman or man, then have you considered giving some advice and mentoring those you think are low valued women and men? And then if you question me and say, they need to get their own. Let me say this to you. There have been people in your life when you did not know anything about how to become a high value man or woman. Let's say you're a YouTuber and you was making $30,000 a year and someone had to show you how to be a YouTuber. They mentored you, they taught you. Okay? And that meant not everyone can figure out how to do it. You know what I'm saying? You find sometimes there are people who is not as strong as the next person in your family. So if you're a high value person in your family and you know someone is struggling and they don't see the light. Now I see there are some situations where you have to let people go and learn on their own because they don't listen. I get it. But there are people who want to know. There are people who have been put into positions and life didn't shine down on them, but they want to be high achievers. All they need is that push. All they need is that mentor to come into their life who can relate to them and pull them through. Tell me, don't tell me your life is perfect. Because at some point in your life, whether when you were a child, a young adult, a middle adult, if you're an elder who considers yourself high valued or a high achiever, at some point in your life, you weren't up there. And if you feel like at the time you weren't up there, you were striving, you still wasn't high valued or a high achiever. You didn't consider yourself that until you reach your achievement, till you accomplish your achievements. The reason why the world is the way it is now is because you have subliminal suggestions of low frequency mindsets and trends that are out there because you have beings in certain places, some people say high places, that are trying to stop a certain agenda when things shifts into harmony. So to make that happen, because we've got so much chaos in the world, we have to balance that chaos with love and understand and overstand the balance of love and hate. You can't have love without hate. They're on the same balanced beam. No matter where you put it, you put love up here and hate down there, you flip the chart, you flip the script. And where we want to meet at, whether it's here, horizontal or vertical, let's meet here in the center and find balance, bring back balance and harmony. And it doesn't start outside of yourself, it starts with you, the person who's claiming they're high valued or in high achiever. Am I not my brother's or sister's keeper? I know I am responsible for my life. But we're all connected, we're all here as one. And we get so caught up in the human experience that we forget where our connection lies. This human life isn't promised to us forever. This body is given to us so that we can experience what it's like here on earth. So we can taste the different foods. Like, wow, interesting. This is what the human experience is like. So we can experience that love frequency. So we can come to overstand and understand why humans make the mistakes that they make. Is it because they don't know? This is why they're not high valued and high achievers? Because they didn't have any guidance? If you know in your bloodline, in your family, you have a lot of this and a lot of that you don't like, and you're the one in your family who become a high achiever, and you find yourself highly valued, you value yourself highly, and you get a lot of material wealth, and you have family members who have in the past looked down on you, talked about you and whatnot. And it's mainly because they did not understand and understand. See, I'm teaching myself something too. I'm making myself aware because I have thought like this. And when family members or friends, people who have looked down on you, come to you, yeah, they were jealous and all of this, but they come to you and later realize, well, gosh, they made it. And they come to you for help and mentoring, and they submit themselves to want to know. Are you going to ignore them and say, you didn't value me then? You didn't listen to me then? But that was then, that was the past. Now they're here now. So now, open up their eyes and help them understand and understand. This movie that we're playing out, don't get caught up in the parts the cast is playing. Remember, you're a spiritual being having a human experience as a cast member too in this movie. So the moral of the story is when you become high valued and a high achiever, don't hold grudges. just to see another person waddle in their, what you might call, low value frequency and displays, low achievements. Each one teach one. Because it takes that much love of the love frequency to put your differences to the side based on how they treated you. I'm not saying come out of your pocket and give them material wealth, give up your material wealth. I said, teach them to become fishers. I'm not telling you to give away your fish. Teach them how to fish. Beggars can't be choosy. You want to learn how to fish? Because I can give you a fish today and it'll be gone before the day is over with. So if you want to stop self-sabotaging behaviors, one of the self-sabotaging behaviors that I see with the dysfunction in America is when they achieve, they expect to be on a pedestal, to be able to look down and place mockery or use mockery on those who don't have. A part of this human existence is to learn about will, the decision to exercise positive or negative, good or bad, masculine, feminine, yin, yang. When to utilize them, how to utilize them, and when they should come together and work together. I know some people say, well, without the bad, it makes it boring. You don't have drama and all of this. The drama is when a person is going through things. Yeah, we do like drama. We tend to like drama, but also we do like happy endings. How about that? The person with the most drama is the one who makes the show most exciting. But at some point, when do you get tired of the person bringing the drama? They're like the teacher of the shadow side. And who's to say they are, in their mind, they see themselves as bad? That's when it's really to the point where we have to decipher what is that person going through? What is their thinking process? Because in their mind, they are probably thinking they're trying to survive. So you're probably asking, when do I judge? You don't. You do what you need to do. Well, how will I know how to help that person when they ask your help? How about that? Well, how do I know when not to allow this person to do me harm? You stand your ground and put up your boundaries. Know when to use your will. So, what I am doing my best to help you understand and overstand, because I am not here trying to make you think like me. I just want you to think. I want you to understand and overstand. If you're going to put yourself high up on the pedestal and not help your brethren or sistren when they ask for it, when they want it, then let's not judge because they're not you. That's basically what you're saying. Because you're not making the money I'm making and wearing the clothes I'm wearing, and and stop judging single moms with 8 children, because you got single men with 8 children who are not taking care of their children. And you might be that same woman who's looking down on that sister with all those children and end up dating a man who's making all those children. You become the next baby mama. And for you guys judging those women, judge not, for ye shall be judged. You can end up in the same position. And I know you say, well, not me, not me. You never know. Especially with how you're approaching it. You could have a mom to you men who's got children by more than one man. Do you not think, some of you guys who got all these children, or who have all these exes or ex-wives, what if just because you only been married twice and a woman wants a man and you really love this woman, you really like her, you really want her to like you, and she's never been married, don't have any children, you might have one child, and she sees your record isn't so great. I don't want a man with children. I don't want a man who's already been married. So when you judge, you're creating karma for yourself. If you don't believe in karma, then you're actually putting yourself in a position to be taught what the person that you're judging, and because you don't know what they're going through, you may end up going through it. You don't even know them. And the people that you're talking about, you don't know the people you're putting down. You really don't know their struggles because you haven't interviewed them all. And for an older man to have younger women to come into your platform to seek your help, and for you to degrade them and put them down and call them names and tell them to rate themselves below 6. What are you telling these women and teaching these women? More like you're poisoning them. And vice versa for a woman who's doing it to men. Because some men may feel some kind of way hearing certain things come out of a woman's mouth. To make them feel like they're not worthy. Let me say to everyone who hears this video, who sees this video and hear it, if you don't see it, but you hear it, and if you're able to see it and hear it, value yourself. Stop looking for, what is it called? I'm trying to think of the word. Stop looking for someone else to give you that praise, or looking for someone to put you on a pedestal, or I can't even think of the word. But you know what I'm saying. Okay, you don't? Well, stop looking for others to give you the okay to do things that you already have the authority to do for yourself. Stop looking for other people's gratification. Stop waiting for somebody to check for you. Yeah, we like attention, but when you have self-love, you give yourself that attention, that self-love that you're checking for others. So once you really truly learn to love yourself, you stop checking for others. You stop comparing yourself to others. You stop looking over in the other lanes to see what other people are doing and just do you. And not care what other people are saying. Because only you know your life. And in a lot of situations, especially as children, you can't help what you went through as a child. And even when you become an adult, you're still trying to learn. Who's to say all 20-year-olds, we always say, oh, they're an adult because they're in their 20s, or they're an adult because they're in their 30s, or they're an adult because they're in their 40s and 50s. Some people never learn because they weren't given that guidance and didn't know how to seek it. Honestly, because there was a time I didn't really know how. And when I got a little glimpse of it, I would ask, how? How do I do this? Not everyone gets that opportunity to do that. Not everyone knows they can do that because of how they were raised. And that reflects in their adulthood. For serious. I know I just said for serious. For real. For real. You got to value you and stop waiting to be valued. You sitting there waiting. And if you believe in a powerful source to assist you, you know that powerful source is coming from within. Because if you know you're a spiritual being and that spirit force comes from a source, then you're connected. Each and every one of you are connected. So when I pray, me personally, I don't be like this because I know that powerful source is here. So I do this and I talk. I give, I cheer me on. I ask the divine essence from within to step in. Okay, so I just been bothering this thing for a long time since I've been sitting here, but anyways, neither here nor there. But again, so I really am so grateful and thankful for you all coming to check me out. I'm going to remind you, for those who still forgot to hit it, even when I told you to hit that subscribe button, just hit it. Hit the like button, the thumbs up. Do that. Give me some ideas of something that I can discuss that you want to talk about. Let's talk about it. Y'all don't take me for serious. But anywho, I'm leaving my contact information here somewhere. And also, again, I thank you for the support, for you clicking on to watch this video. I really do appreciate it. And just remember, I'm not here to make you think like me. I hope I am putting information out, scenarios, some experiences, research that I have delved into to help you relate to it so you can think for yourself. I just want you to think, people. Think. Take you into authority. Take responsibility for you. At some point in our life, we have to stop following, because some people will lead us over the cliff. They'll tell you to jump, when you don't even realize they have a rope attached to the cliff and you don't jump and they still hanging up there and pulling themselves back up on the cliff. Some people will lead you to destruction. So it is time that we think. You know, a lot of us don't realize, we don't see some of the subliminal messages that are being put out there through trends, on your radio, on social media, on your television, wherever you hear the stuff. All right. I'm just concerned. What I want for me, I want to see it within you for you. All right. We may not want the same thing, but at least if I can help you to think, you can come up with your own creative ideas and to better your life. All right. All right. Okay. I said I wouldn't shut up. Anyway, here I go. So anyway, y'all know what I'm talking about. All right. I got to go. Something's going on with my little screen thing here, but I'm about to head out. All right. Y'all enjoy the rest of your week. I will see you next week. And if I don't see you next week, I will see you when I see you. Peace. And some shea butter hair grease.